We're not going to start doing something because it's popular or because we feel like it's trendy. We might use technology that is current, but it's always in line with the mission statement.
Stephen Evans, Director of Education and Public Programming with the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum, sees the potential challenge ahead of him as an opportunity as he's tasked with reaching new generations and teaching them about the Oklahoma City bombing.
We look at what happened in 1995 through a slightly different lens today than we did back then. And certainly being a student today, it's a different world. As those who survived and the family members get older, it's just more of a challenge.
But the mission, just like the trees that decorate the memorial grounds, grow from their base. The original idea is planted at the core of the teachings of years past.
It always starts with the mission statement, crafted nearly 30 years ago. And as long as you start with that at the foundation, then what you're doing and how you're doing it is going to be on target. We want to teach the senselessness of violence.
The museum using as many new methods as they can, opening a new exhibit recently with AI as the centerpiece, along with guest speakers, even a STEM lab. The goal is to create as many avenues for connectivity as possible.
It's going to be different for every child. And this is true in the classroom. As much as it is in the museum. We look at what happened in 1995 through a slightly different lens today than we did back then. And certainly being a student today, it's a different world. What the senselessness of violence means to a student today might mean something different. That doesn't mean that the lessons here are any less relevant.
For generations that mention the Oklahoma City bombing in the same categories as Columbine, even the September 11th attacks, Kerry Watkins, president and CEO of the National Memorial Museum, knows it's important to get students and adults alike in the door, and hopefully those dots may even start to connect themselves.
It really is up to us to understand why this story is so important that we keep telling it. We want people to come to this sacred ground to find common ground. And so we hope by coming here and visiting this space that you'll begin to understand the passion we have for understanding this story and understanding the senselessness of violence.
The focus now on the feeling, whether it's the time where something clicks,
the aha moments that you can see in a person's eye, anyone in education knows that's what you're after.
Or the times when the impact and scale of the events finally hit home.
If we can get them to this ground, we can get them in this museum, and they don't leave with a pit in their stomach or a resolve to go make a difference, then we've missed the mark.
Evans says when you boil everything down, there's one critical piece to make the lessons stick, and what he believes is the best method to accomplish the goals of the lesson.
How does a student understand something that is, this monumentally bad? You need to tap into that empathy piece. When we build our programming, I hope that the stories, the personal stories that we tell, is how you get at that.
As the years go by and generations continue to walk through the halls of the Oklahoma City Memorial and Museum, you can be sure those working there are up to the task to make sure one day of darkness turns into years of light and lessons to pass down from generation to generation.
The times are different, the technology, the teaching may be different, but the basic tenets of service, honor, kindness, and teaching the senselessness of violence, and that these people did not have to die, will always be here. And it's up to us to make sure that it's taught correctly.